Hello, guys. Good day to all of you. I would like to make a review of, I think, no, I think one of the best product of Pru Life UK when it comes to investment return. At the same time, preserving your money. One thing that I really like about this product is this is a very short-term payable plan or policy, you may say. No, since this is an insurance no with an investment component. This is yung tinatawag nila na Elite 5 or yung Pruning Elite Protector 5 no. So, what is this for ba? So, basically, ito ay an insurance with an investment product na is payable only for very very short period of time. It's only 5 years, guys, no. Para ka lang ditong nagbabayad siguro ng sasakyan, then after that you're already done no with your responsibility, no. I should say medyo mas mataas siya doon sa yung premium niya is medyo mas mataas doon sa mga regular plans si Pru Life, but the focus of this one is to really give you a high return even after mo na matapos yung payment. Kumbaga, ang pinaka-focus nito is matapos mo siya in very short period of time and you are insured for the rest of your life. Quote unquote, dapat merong investment na tawag doon na natitira, no? So hindi siya pwedeng ubusin for you to have an active policy, ano. Now, I have here a sample quotation of a 30-year-old female, no? So obviously hindi siya totoong ang tawag dito name, no, nilagay ko dyan. So just for the sake of this presentation. So if you're going to check, no, this is actually a 204,000 annually, no. Ibig sabihin, that's 17,000 per month, no. Now, if you're going to scroll it down here, we are not going to go into much technicality, no. Diretso na tayo dito sa kanya protection at the same time investment return, no. Now, if you get this plan, no, you will have this basic sum assured, no, or yung tinatawag natin na sa iba face amount yan, or kaya basic cover, no, or sum assured here. It's actually the death benefit in short, okay? Pare-paras lang yan. Now, that's a total of 5 million pesos. So, kumbaga, from day one, when you get this policy, just in case something happens to you, no, your family will get the 5 million pesos sum assured or death benefit, I should say, as their kumbaga parang benefit nila, no, parang yun na yung pinaka pamana mo sa kanila, no, just in case something happens, especially if you're a parent, if you're a breadwinner. This is very very a significant amount, no. This can change the whole dynamic of their living kapag nakakuha sila ng 5 million. For some siguro it's subjective, no, kung sa iba siguro medyo maliit yan, pero for a lot of people, no, or a lot of families, 5 million is a very big amount of money. Now, aside from that, there is actually a component of accelerated total and permanent disability. Obviously, this is in case something happens to you, no, and it resulted to total disability, you cannot work anymore, you will have 1 million pesos from Pru Life UK. Okay? Now, accidental death and disablement, not basically this is a benefit given in case of accident and mag-result siya sa death or disablement, dalawa yan, no? Death and disablement. So first is accident happens and mag-result siya sa death. What will happen is you will get, or actually you will not get, no, your family will get 1 million pesos on top of 5 million. That's a total of 6 million pesos. Disablement is basically accident happens and some part of your body has been cut off, no, natanggal o kaya naputol, no. Ibibigay din yan based on the percentage. I'm not going to discuss the percentage, no, pero part of our body has specific percentages magkano in a portion of that. Now, by the way, so this benefit hindi ko talaga siya sinadya, no, na lagyan ng maraming riders or benefit, no, for the reason na we are focusing more of investment. And again, it can be customized based on sa need ng client. We can put a critical illness benefit, hospitalization, and everything. No? But for now, let's just put it this way. No? Now, if you're going to scroll it down, nandito na yung pinaka-exciting part. No? Or yung pinaka-tinatawag natin na investment return mo. Now, as we said, itong plan na ito is parang 2-in-1, no? Kumbaga, meron siyang insurance, meron siyang investment, no? Now, ang client natin is 30 years old and nag-start siya by 30, obviously. And then matatapos siya by 35. So, ito yung age niya, no? Now, if you're going to see, this is the policy year, kung ilang taon na siya policy holder ni Pru Life UK until the age, until 30 to 35 or 60 years old or 65 years old. Now, kung makikita nyo dito, no, this is the annual premium na binabayaran niya. Okay? And then, after 5 years, there is no responsibility anymore. No? Ibig sabihin, kahit hindi na siya nagbabayad, no, is okay pa din. Now, if you're going to check, let's just focus here on the high. Okay, 10%. No? So, this is just projected, no? But still, disclaimer lang, ang return is based on the performance of the fund, no, or basically the market itself, no. Now, after 5 years, if you're going to check, that's a total of 1.1 million or 1,142,575 pesos and 49 cents. Okay, yun yung exact niya. Now, if you intend to use the money, you can use it. Okay, so it's up to you. Pera mo naman yan, no. Now, but after 5 years, no, kung titingnan natin itong sample quotation na ito, no, this is actually very, very young pa yung client natin. Nasa 35 lang. And if you're going to realize, no, 35 years old, you are still in the peak of your career, no. Pretty much siguro kung hindi mo naman kailangan yung pera, hindi mo naman siya withdrawin, no. Now, if you're going to allow the money to grow, no. So for example, no, you will put this into, longer, goal perspective like educational fund, retirement fund, business fund, no. Look at this, no. Pagdating mo ng 10 years, which is 40 years na si client, which is still young, nasa around how much is that? 1.7. Okay, nagkaroon siya ng increment of around, almost 700,000 or, less than 700,000. So that's an additional. Kahit hindi na siya nagbabayad, lumalaki pa rin yung fund. Why? Kasi nga yung pera no, it's still invested. Kumbaga si Pru Life, pinapalaki niya pa rin yung pera mo. Now, what is happening here is yung pera mo mismo na naiwan doon after mo na matapos ito is nagiging asset siya. No? When we say asset, no, it's a nagkakaroon siya ng tinatawag na passive income. Okay? So, nagkakaroon siya ng additional, no, na interest na kahit wala ka nang ginagawa. So, lumalaki siya, in short, no? So, kaya nga siya nagiging asset. Now, look at this, no? Just imagine, no? Yung responsibility mo lang dito is 5 years. Pero pag hinayaan mo siya, no? Sabi mo, gagamitin mo siya for retirement. You can do an early retirement by age of 50. No, pagdating mo ng 50, hinayaan mo lang yung pera mo, intended talaga siya dito. Look at this, no? You are already on 4.2 billion. O, diba? So, kumbaga, parang ang totality lang ng nilagay mo dito is na roughly nasa around 1 million pesos, no? But Pru Life UK will actually give you nasa around 4.2 million when you get retired by year as early as 50 years old, and then you are still covered for 5 million pesos. O, diba? So, imagine that, no? It's a very, very good product. Now, when you retire by 60, no? Palagay na lang natin, no? Hindi mo siya ginalaw until 60. Imagine that that's 10.5 million. And then, if you retire by 65, that's 16.5 million. Given that the performance is averaging 10% per year. Okay, so probably I'm going to discuss also what's happening in a real, real market, no, or the real performance, no. But just look at this, no. Kumbaga parang, yes, sa 5 years mo lang, medyo mag-a-adjust ka lang ng pera. But by the way, no, if you can do higher than 17,000 pesos per month, you may do so. Obviously, it will result to higher investment return at it will result also to a higher coverage in your insurance. Now, let's just scroll it down again here. Kung nakikita nyo, ang total death benefit nito, kanina, di ba, pinakita natin yung sum assured or yung basic cover or face amount. That's 5 million pesos. Now, the reality is, hindi lang 5 million talaga ang nakukuha ng beneficiary. Why? Kasi that is the minimum, 5 million. Plus, whatever yung amount na naipon during the time na ikaw ay kinuha ni Lord, no, is ibibigay din. So for example, no, something happens to this client after 15 years. Something happens, 45 years old siya, na probably na-diagnose siya ng critical illness and then kinuha ni Lord, no? The total amount na makukuha ng beneficiary is not only 5 million but it's 7.7. Why? The 2.7 million is actually yung naipon sa investment. Ibibigay din yun on top of the 5 million. So, kumbaga, hindi talaga natatapon yung pera. So, dito mo marirealize, no, na ang ganda pala ng meron ka talagang insurance. Why? Kasi nga, lahat naman talaga tayo, darating tayo sa point na, alam mo yun, magre-retire tayo, darating tayo sa point na magkakasakit tayo, darating din tayo sa point na lahat 100% na mamamatay tayo, okay? So might as well prepare it now, no? Especially kung meron tayong mga goals sa buhay, mahal sa buhay, we have to make sure to prepare for that, no? So, patong-patong siya, no? Imagine this, if something happens to you by 60, that's a total of 15.5 million. Ang laking tulong yan para sa family na may iwan, no? So, ganun guys, no? So, it's very, very good product that if you are getting this kind of plan. Now, additional ko lang, no? Kanina, pinakita ko sa inyo yung policy, no, na yung projected fund values na merong 10% per year return. The question is, are you really getting that kind of return? In reality, it's not, no? But there is actually a fund kay Pru Life UK na pwede mo siyang almost ma-emulate mo siya, no? And that is the equity fund. Equity fund, this is 100%, stocks yung pinaglalagyan ng pera mo. So this is an aggressive fund, no? Ibig sabihin, it is a high return, high return siya, pero high risk din siya, no? Now, if you're going to check, it started yung launch date niya way back 2007, no? Always pinapakita ng Pru Life dito is the last 10 years for reference purposes lang naman. Now, but if you're going to check, no, hindi naman siya talaga 10%, no? 3.48, 39.65, possible nagkakaroon siya ng negative. Pero babawiin niya rin on the following year, no? So, kung nagkakaroon ng negative, maliit lang siya talaga, no? Pero I just wanted to emphasize this one, no? Kung nakikita nyo this one, yung compound annual investment return on completed years, this is actually the average simula nung nag-start ka. Kung titignan mo, that's 9.71. Ibig sabihin, yung 9.71% nito, this is the average annual return ni equity fund start since 2007. Ibig sabihin, kung nagsimula ka mag-invest kay Pru Life since 2007, your average return is 9.71, which is almost the same as the 10% na projected natin kanina dito, no? So, kumbaga, kung nilagay mo yung pera mo doon sa equity fund, you will emulate exactly kung anong nakikita mo dito sa 10% na ito. Okay? So, I hope, no, that gives you an idea of what is the beauty of this kind of product, the Pru Life UK. Now, if you wanted to get a free quotation, no, this is free. Okay, I'm not going to ask you for anything. No, I'm going to put a link on the description below, and then you can just fill it out and then expect an email with your quotation. All right, so thank you.